too many games with that kind of shooting percentage. They've had the looks, they've had the opportunities. They just got to bury them. They bury them. They're going to bring everything to SMCC. The Seawolves better be ready.
Well, it's interesting how this game's being officiated. We have very few foul calls, very few free throw attempts, only 6 in this whole game. And so that means foul trouble really isn't an issue at this point. Biscup does have 2. And if you see him, you can't afford to not have her on the floor. But really, it's been a great pace, back and forth. Early on, we had several lead changes, and then finally the Seawolves opened it up with a 10-2 run.
Yeah, and both teams have been very aggressive, and it's kind of surprising, even with the aggressive play, there haven't been a lot of fouls called. They've been played a very clean game. They haven't got out of whack on the defensive end of things, so it's been a very clean game, and the officials have called it that way. It's nice to see the officials let these two teams play aggressive, clean basketball.
Right, and really the only fouls on SMCC were late in the half on charges, and Coach Reichert did mention that. They've got to stop doing that, and they want to get the ball into Marissa Welch as much as they can. She's really their only inside option at this point, and obviously Coach Morong is countering that, and they've done a nice job limiting her touches and looks.
Yeah, it's been obvious that the Seawolves have tried. Esther Palmieri has worked that perimeter, tried to get the ball into Welch many times, and they haven't been able to get her that clean look most of the night. Very good defense from the Mustangs. We expected that. We expected aggressive, strong defense. And look, really, the Mustangs don't have anybody size-wise to match up with Marissa Welch. So they've been playing really strong defense.
And you look at the three-point shooting percentage. Both teams have had a lot of open looks. CM 3 for 12, SMCC 3 for 11. So teams are getting the opportunities. You got to start knocking them down, and you get the feeling one of these teams is going to get hot, maybe go on a run, and that's ultimately going to determine either the Seawolves are going to pull away or maybe CMCC springs the upset here.
Right? Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a pretty solid second half. And again, we're looking at a nice three-pointer by Kaylee Martin. Came off the up top screen. More highlights. That beautiful three by Emily Bard, who all night squared up those shoulders, was able to put them home. Another nice play right there. T. Durgan.
Yeah, Kaylee Martin took that play, laid it up and in. So one of CMCC's better possessions. And
this was the pretty runner right there.
Yeah, Bard started to feel it inside as well, banked it off the glass.
She's been fun to watch all night. Here's that great play by Palmieri all of a sudden.
Yeah, Saavedra all by herself.
All by herself, wide open underneath, and made the quick play. We've had some nice aggressive plays.
And there's Swart with a three. She knocked that one down.
That was a long one,
That was definitely NBA range. So back and forth we go. Palmieri with her long jumper late in the half.
Almost a three. Looked pretty close.
She was pretty close. Initially, I thought.
So look, they're a few games apart in the standings. Obviously, SMCC is on top of the division. CMCC is in 5th place. But CM's looking for a little in-state counterpunch, a little bragging rights in-state. So they're gonna keep taking it to them this game.
Well, I think they're gonna have to gain confidence from the first half. They hung tough with the best team in the league, one that's everything is going their way at this point, and it's a very winnable game. They can just knock down some shots. Who knows?
Well, in case you haven't noticed, Michael and I may have done a game or two before together.
Yeah, we've got a little history here.
This isn't our first shot at the rodeo.
No, sir.
We're part of the Maine Sports Network, and we really want to thank everybody at Southern Maine Community College, Central Maine Community College for inviting us to do this tonight. We're part of the Maine Sports Network. Our regular gig is broadcasting high school sports to Southern and Central Maine. MBR Radio's presentation of high school basketball. We broadcast on the radio, AM 870, 1470, WLAM in Portland and Lewiston, Auburn. We also stream on the internet at mainsportsnetwork.com. You can find all of our stuff there. And what we love is our little TuneIn Radio app, so that if you get of our listening range, you can download TuneIn Radio on your smartphones or your mobile devices and search Maine Sports Network, and you'll find what we do. And that's, this is what we do. We're having a lot of fun here tonight.
How can you not have fun with this?
Oh, you're kidding me. The atmosphere is fantastic. We cover approximately 60 high school basketball games, about 30 high school football games over the year. This is what we do. This is why we come out and have a lot of fun doing these sort of things. So, again, we want to thank everybody here at Southern Maine Community College and Central Maine Community College for allowing us to come out and do this thing with you guys, testing out this new program. We're having a lot of fun, and this is what we do. I love the wires, all the wires.
Oh, I know. You were salivating back there looking at all the equipment.
I was surprised you didn't drag me out of the room because I get into that kind of atmosphere. I'm like, oh, this is what it's all about. I'm ready to learn something here tonight. That's a lot of fun. So check us out, mainsportsnetwork.com. And again, thanks to everybody for letting us do this tonight. This is a blast. This is what we like doing. Obviously, you guys want to stick around after this game, because once this game's concluded, we'll take a little break. But the boys' game, we'll roll out the Seawolves men and the boys. I got a men. It's college.
Boys to men.
It's not high school. Although there are a lot of high school guys. The men's team for Southern Maine, I got a couple things ready. They better play and make a couple plays, because I got a couple things prepared for guys we've seen in high school before. And he's going to go up. Matt Richards' group is going to go up against the Central Maine Community College Mustangs and Dave Gagne. Those two teams battle it out. It's going to be their 100th meeting here tonight. Right. So after the women's game, stay tuned. We'll take a little break and we'll come back for the men's game. The 100th meeting between the Central Maine Community College Mustangs and the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You talk about a history. That goes back a lot of years, and certainly since Coach Richards has been here, 9-10 years, he and Coach Gagne, very good friends. They've established this great rivalry and really ratcheted it up a notch. Yeah. And you're seeing, not just in the conference, but at the national level, both teams are having a lot of success. Seawolves were in the national tournament last year, won a game, got to the semifinals. And, of course, CMCC has had a lot of success over the years, too. So it's not only for state bragging rights, you're also seeing teams they're going on to do great things at nationals.
Right. Well, this Yankee Small College Conference, there's a lot of good basketball being played in there. I don't think we look at things closely enough when it comes to this level of competition. I don't think the local community understands that there's actually some really good basketball being played in this conference. Michael Hoffer's heading down now, see if he can grab Coach Morong to talk about what their second half strategy is going to be for the Central Maine Community College Mustangs. Again, we talked earlier, we thought it was a half of missed opportunities for the Mustangs. Get Coach Morong down there to talk to Michael Hoffer. But it was a half of missed opportunities. Their offense, T. Durgan wasn't able to get off the schneid. She's a player who's used to drawing up some offenses and making some plays. She only went 2 for 6 in that first half, and only for 5 points. And she's fresh off a 16-point game. Let's head down now to Mr. Michael Hoffer.
Dictated by our shooting percentage, and at times it was. Our intensity needs to be dictated by our defense, and we can do that. We'll be all set in the second half.
Marissa Welch is such a force for SMCC. You know that. I think you guys did a pretty good job neutralizing her for most of the half.
Yeah, not bad. Only 2 of their players really hurt us. The Bard girl from the outside and then Welch inside. We just need to get our help side there. Morgan Cobb did a great job inside, taking 2 offensive fouls. She's going to be playing a lot more minutes in the second half to try to neutralize.
Offensively, what do you have to? You're only down 5 here. It's a very winnable game. What do you have to do to pull the upset here tonight?
Just play composed. You know, this is a crazy environment. We just got to play basketball.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Thank you.
That's Coach Andrew Morong, Central Maine Community College Mustangs, and he said it. They've had their opportunities. They only had a couple players really hurt them down underneath, and need to step up and make a couple more plays, and Central Maine will be right back in it. Again, the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves 26-21 lead right now over the CMCC Mustangs. So the Mustangs are not out of this game yet, and if you're the Seawolves, you got to make a statement early here, Michael. I think you got to come out, play strong, show the Mustangs you've made your halftime adjustments, and getting to that hoop isn't going to be so easy as it was in the first half.
Well, no question about it. Really, the start of this half is going to be very interesting. If you're CM and you can keep hanging around, you're going to have them right where you want them. I think the Seawolves, they want to get this up into double digits, get a little bit of breathing room, and let their experience. And, you know, I think if you're SMCC, you just feel like it's going to go your way. Everything has gone your way the last 10 games, but you don't want it to come down to the wire if possible.
Yeah, no, that's the last thing you want. But look, you want to take, if you're Central Maine, you want to take the crowd out of this thing. The crowd has been a factor. They've been loud, no doubt about that. You want to take the crowd out of it now. CM's going to start with the ball in the second half.
And here we go, 26-21, SMCC with the lead. Mustangs with the first possession here, looking to cut into this deficit. Biskup with the basketball. And kind of a high pass to McCusker. Now here's Caton. She has a little bit of running room. Kicks it out to McCusker, who lines up a three. It's going to be way long. Luckily for the Mustangs, it comes back over to Kopp. And now here's Biskup with a look at a three. That's not going to go. couple of three-point opportunities to start the half for the Mustangs. Neither one drops.
Yeah, Biskup again has had another wide open three when she hasn't been able to put it home.
Well, Palmieri somehow managed not to travel, and then Lions lost the ball on the baseline. Great athletic play there by Palmieri, but they turn it over anyway.
How did she not move that pivot foot, man?
I don't know.
She was outstretched. Looked like that was for sure going to be a travel on her part, but she did a great job keeping her balance, keeping it back, and not doing the travel. But they did lose the ball.
And the other way, we've got a steal. Welch didn't bite there. Still 26-21. No scoring yet here in the first minute of the second half. And now Welch travels. Continues to be frustrated here by CMCC.
Yeah, CMCC's playing that tough defense on the inside. They're going to call the foul. Going to go the other way. So CMCC's going to take the ball. And look, if you're CMCC early, you're feeling okay. You're getting the ball in your position again and again. You've got to put these home. You've got to take some of these and put these home.
You can't stress that enough. So that's actually the second foul on Welch. It wasn't a travel. It was her second charging foul. She and Biskup with 2. Other than that, really fouls have not been a factor. Mustangs down 5. Kopp had a wide open look, decided to pass it instead. I don't think three-point shooting's her forte. And again, she passes up the shot.
Well, I think the Seawolves are going to realize that, and you're not going to have to quite place a tight defense on her.
Durgan throws up a wild 3 and another rebound for Welch.
Yeah, T forced that a little bit. Durgan hasn't been able to find her stroke this game yet, and she's trying to force it just a tad.
Lions on the dribble, gets a little bit of room, pull-up jumper, no good. In the first minute and a half of the second half, neither team able to hit a shot. Now here comes McCusker, had a chance at a breakaway. She feeds Kopp for a layup, and she can't finish.
Man, story for the Mustangs all night long is getting your clean shot and not being able to put one home. Man, that's at this point in the game, 18 minutes to go here in the second, that's going to hurt you. Hurt you big.
A lid on the basket at the other end and this end as well. It's still the same score we had at halftime, 26-21. Here's Welch with a little pull-up jumper, nothing but glass on that one. And here comes Biskup. She's looking for the long pass to McCusker, but it's going to be a little too long. Like a quarterback with a wide open. It looks like Tony Romo the other night. Had a wide open receiver and just threw it a little bit too far.
Well, she's going to be even more frustrated than that because Biskup had 2 wide receivers wide open. She had Danielle McClusker and Morgan Kopp wide open. She kind of threw it right in between both of them, so neither one could really go after it. But she had 2 on none down there and couldn't complete. But that's been the story of the night for the Mustangs.
Welch now on the bench for the Seawolves, so a much smaller lineup now. Palmieri lines up a shot. That's an air ball, and both teams really just wide open, all over the place with the shooting.
Yeah, Palmieri had Carly Biskup guarding her, and she got Biskup off the dribble a little bit and created a little space for herself, but Palmieri couldn't drain it and put it home.
Great play by Caton. She gets it down to Kopp, and this time she finishes a nice crossover dribble, set that up.
Boy, Kopp went up strong. She had Esther Palmieri, the Seawolves, bearing down on her fast to make a defensive play, but was able to get around her and put it up and in for Kopp.
Kopp with 4 points, and the deficit is only 3. CMCC down 26-23, 17-15 to play in the game. And here's guess who? Bard with a 3, in and out and around. It did everything but go in.
That was an absolute crime.
Wow.
Absolute crime. Emily Bard squared up again, put it up, and it just tantalized everybody by hanging on that rim and lift out front. But beautiful looking shot again there by Emily Bard.
And she, again, not shy at all on that look. Couldn't get it to go. 17 minutes to play in the game. CMCC only down 3, looking to cut it even closer. Durgan's pass is knocked away by Saavedra. Kopp managed to save it. Nice play there. And then it's going to be kept alive. So I don't know how CMCC kept possession. McCusker was wide open under the basket. They didn't see her. And now Biskup behind the back. She's got the size advantage, but instead she's going to kick it out. Now Durgan with a rainbow 3 for tie. Not going to go.
Yeah, Durgan, that didn't look clean from the start. She didn't have quite a great handle on it. Tried to go to her right to create more space. Palmieri of the Seawolves were right there guarding her and just couldn't put it home.
So a wild possession there by CM. They just couldn't finish. And now the Seawolves up 3, looking to extend their lead. We're 3.5 minutes into the second half. SMCC has not scored yet, but now Emily Bard will go to the line after the foul.
Yeah, Bard is the lone person right now in the Seawolves, is trying to take control of this game all by her lonesome. She's made some great cuts, and that was a great move. She was on her right-hand side, able to find some space, cut down the lane, went up top, and just got fouled on the way up.
Free throw no good, and big news here, that's the third foul on Biskup with 16:23 to go, and she's going to have to come off the floor.
Yeah, that's going to hurt if you're the Mustangs right now. She's one of your stalwarts. She's great defensively and helps that offense flow. Without her right now, that's going to leave them leave them short big time on defense.
And Bard can't hit either free throw, but Stephanie Saavedra grabbed the rebound, somehow keeps it alive. The ball's still up for grabs, and Stephanie Saavedra comes down with it.